But we are very pleased to pass along to you the fact that our good friend, Congressman Marsha Blackburn, Republican of Tennessee, now joins us. Madam Vice Chair of Energy and Commerce, your portfolio includes Obamacare legislatively in terms of your committee of jurisdiction. And Marsha, what do you think is going to happen? The administration trying to hang tough, saying, oh, no, we're going to move forward with this individual mandate deadline. What say you?
I have to tell you, I think that eventually all of this is going to collapse around them. But they're just enacting so much pain on the American people as we get to that. Take a look at what has happened. You've got about 25 or 26 delays that they have executed through executive order. They don't have the authority to do that. What they've done is to move forward doing these and then coming back in and saying, well, we made this decision. And you can't do that. That's why we took the actions we did last week with the Enforce Act and a couple of other pieces of legislation, to, JD, to let us go after the administration when they overstep their bounds. Now, another thing that is happening is with the insurance companies. When you look at the actuarial work that has to be done on whether or not the policies and the universe of individuals that are insured, if all of this is actuarially sound, it's not going to happen. You don't have enough people in the pool. You don't have enough of the right breakout. They needed young, healthy individuals to choose to pay more to pay for those that were sick or had the ability to pay less. And it is just not happening.
Congressman,
so because of that, those policies are just going to fold around them.
Congressman, last week in Florida, we saw that special election in the Tampa-St. Pete area where David Jolly won that special election. Is now going to be sent to Congress. But the big sticking point in that race were these Medicare Advantage cuts that are coming about because of Obamacare. Governor Rick Scott has just released a new campaign commercial talking about that as well. But do you think those Medicaid cuts, or Medicare cuts, I should say, are the most damning part of Obamacare at this point right now? They're going to have the biggest impact on the coming elections.
Precisely. And people are going to find out about the increase in their premiums in September and October of this year. And what is happening as people signed up for Medicare Advantage this past year is they got their information from their Medicare Advantage plans or from their supplement plans. They saw that they were getting less benefits and paying more. And people have already had to prepay this Medicare because the money has come out of their paychecks. Federal government has first right of refusal on those paychecks. And they're going, no, wait a minute. You might want to throw me in there with everybody that had to go sign up with Obamacare. You might want to throw me into Medicaid, but I've already paid for this. You took my money on the front end. You have a contract with me. You're going to provide what I signed up for, not what you have as a convenient to provide.
And Marsha,
that's what they're hearing from seniors.
This also points out the political reality that you take any congressional district across the country, demographically, the people who come out to vote are 55 plus, really 60 plus, and in the whole realm of Medicare patients. And so the issue about robbing Medicare to pay for Obamacare is especially one that speaks to those likely voters.
Well, you're right about that. And then adding to that, and JD, you're exactly right about the 55 and 60 age group up. Now, guess who, if you're a small business owner and you had to go into the healthcare.gov website and into an Obamacare program to get insurance, guess who sees the greatest premium jump? Is those 55 years of age and up. They're the most expensive to insure through Obamacare. And we have, and that's not even choosing a platinum plan. That's just choosing the mid-tier plan. And we have people who have seen their premiums go up as much as 500%. because they fall into that 55 and above demographic, and then they're talking to friends and spouses that are in the Medicare programs, and they're finding out they're having to pay higher premiums and they're getting less, and they're going, wait a minute, not any of this is coming together like it was supposed to come together. And because of that, I do believe this is going to be the most difficult hurdle for the Obama administration. And they're going to have to admit sooner or later that, yes, they have made about $700 billion worth of cuts to Medicare, and they are rerouting that money into the Obamacare program so that they can try to keep it afloat.
Marsha, correct me if I'm wrong, but I guess it was about 9 months ago you joined with another former colleague, now a member of the United States Senate, Jeff Flake, Republican of Arizona, to introduce the Obamacare Delay Act. But just, what was it, last week or 2 weeks ago, you asked the rhetorical question of President Obama, why not just end this whole process? Do you ever expect this White House or the opposing party to finally say, you know, enough of this, it's a noble experiment, but it didn't work, and abandon what we know now as Medicare?
No, I don't think they're ever going to give it up, J.D. I think they're going to keep at it. And, of course, Senator Flake and I gave the administration an opportunity. Conservatives supported this, and we said, look, let's delay the whole thing for a year, because this, and this, you know, we had 7 or 8 different things that were not ready for prime time, and the administration was beginning to admit that. And we said, delay the whole thing for a year, and then let's see where we are with this. It will allow a time for review and assessment. Well, they didn't want to do that. So what they've done is to, in an unconstitutional manner, move forward with delaying the law and implementing only portions that they want to implement.
Well, the first shots have been fired in the election in the election season in 2014. The result of those Medicare cuts hitting home for Democrats in Florida and likely elsewhere. Congressman Marsha Blackburn, the House and Energy Commerce Committee, thanks so much for being with us. Always great to get her take on this.
Good to be with you. Thank you so much.
We really appreciate it, Marsha. Thank you. Your chance to weigh in on Obamacare and everything else we've talked about. Tweet us your questions at Newsmax TV, #America's Forum. There is more to come. Please stay with us here on America's Forum.